Hi everybody and welcome to this free qualifying round video guide for the Michigan Links tournament. We're playing Expert Division here. Please give me a thumb up, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Plenty of drops here to use as references and some tweaks and suggestions for anything I didn't quite drop as well. Remember to take a token or two, tailor these shots or adapt as needed according to your club level and of course your play style. Just qualifying round only from me this week as I'm away for the rest of the week, but head over to Facebook, loads of free guides as well as a directory of other content creators to be found there. Plenty of resources to help you out. Good luck. Here we go with hole number 1. On this par 4 I'm doing an NMT but with a power 1 ball. So make sure you have the correct ball on for the right NMT. Then switch to a Kingmaker and add spin. 5.8 top spin, 2 bars side spin to the right, and then it's time to adjust our rings. We're going to go max plus 10 power 3 settings. Max plus 10 P3 will drop you down slightly off the edge of the rough there, but don't worry about that, we're still going to be fine. And the plan here is to go full overpower, slow a needle, and then no curl, just try and hit perfect, and this will get us nicely down the fairway in with a good chance for a drop with the sniper. So you can see here, perfect ball away. You have got room for a great left and a great right though, as the fairway is quite wide and we want around 390 yards. Second shot moves the bullseye up to the beginning of the fringe where it meets the fairway. Plus 3 is the plus yards shown. Then we add spin. 4 back spin and 1 right spin. And then we're going to aim as shown. There is a kind of very small sticky spot, but look at the tip of the ball guide there. You can see it's just by the corner of that dark green square below and left of the pin. So make sure you get the correct offset because the wind angle is going to push us the rest of the way. For a plus 3 with sniper 10, that will be plus 5 with sniper 9. We're going to play 60% slider, 10% elevation, and use sniper 10 numbers. It is 2.5% per yard, so if your fringe check with sniper 10 was plus 5, you would play it 65% slider as you'd be further away. So 2 or 3% per yard, hit perfect, and we're dropping this one right at the pin. Excellent chance for a hole in one here. We're going to start with a power 2 ball, and then we're going to go with 2.5 top spin. Then from the P2 minimum distance line with the quarterback, find the position in the middle of that area where you get the long ball guide. And as you can see from the view of the tee, ball guide will be going over the right hand edge of the cup. So make sure you get in the middle of that zone where you can see that long ball guide. So like I said, this is either a katana or you can actually drop down to a navigator, which is what I do here. But I adjusting here min plus 25 power 2 settings. For me that's 9.6 rings. Then I switch to a katana. Of course you can do the ball switch before you adjust, but make sure you find the position with the katana to get that nice min line, and make sure you've packed the sniper as well. Min plus 25 power 2 settings regardless of the power ball that you're using, and we catch the funnel very nicely for an easy hole in one on this par 3. This par 5 is all about securing the eagle, and I'm giving you a Kingmaker option. Quarterback at P3 max with the white ring touching the rough on the left. Then we're adding 4 top spin and 3 left spin, and then we're going to adjust max plus 10 power 3 settings. Now this is a good wind angle. You can actually play aggressively with the berserker, bounce directly onto the second fairway and over the rough and the sand to the third fairway if you wish. But due to time limitations, I just had time to give you one option here. But of course, if you want to go with the token and check out a a berserker blast, by all means do so. 2.25 ball left curl just before the circle drops as our overpower reference. Be careful not to apply any more than that. And we're bouncing over nicely, and we get a nice roll, and the slope will take us down to the right, but it will stay on the fairway around 345 yards. Second shot, go with Big Dog or the Cataclysm, whichever gives you more top spin. Set up at power 3 max rest, and then add 7 top spin if you have it, and 3 left spin. 7 is better. If you have 6 though, and that's all you have available, of course you're going to have to go with that. You can see I'm leaving a good amount of rings to the rough. You can see there's a gap between the blue ring and the rough line because I'm going to use a lot of left curl here. Max plus 0, then I'm going with full left curl just before the circle drops once again as our overpower reference, and then try and hit perfect. A great right will be fine, a great left may risk the rough though, so if you're worried about a great left, set up further to the right. This will leave you an Endbringer School usual elevation. Holding one here on this par 3, we're going to add 6 backspin and 2 left spin, and then finding our position at the top of plus 2 with a sniper 10. That will be top of plus 4 with sniper 9, and you'll see the ball guide there pointing in the light green square column, and excluding the green square column that the pin stands in, it's actually the 3rd light green square column to the right. So pause the video, make sure you get the right reference for the green squares. Max plus 5, power 4 settings, and use sniper 10 numbers on this one, even if you've got sniper 9. If you're playing with a very low level sniper that doesn't have the backspin, you could have a go with the Guardian instead, in which case you would focus on the second bounce. We're going to go with a Berserker here and the quarterback followed by the Guardian. 4.2 backspin and 2 bars of side spin to the right, and I want to set up at the top of plus 0 yards with the red ring touching the rough on the right. Once we've found our position, we're going to adjust 1 to 1. So for an 11.1 wind, I'm going to go 11.1 rings. Important to use a Berserker here because we will not otherwise reach in 2 with our Guardian. So adjusting the rings here, make sure you adjust this one accurately. It is very difficult going down the slope, so get a feel for it with the token if you can. A ball and a half of curl to the right just before the circle drops, again as our overpower reference. Don't go with any more than that because otherwise you will risk rolling into the rough, which is why I would advise you to take a token or two, get your pull angle correct and make sure you are getting to the right part of the fairway, around 265 yards. With the Guardian, and this is only recommended with Guardian 8 and above, we are going to add spin first, and I'm going to go with max backspin, no side spin, stretch out and find the position here, and you want that second bounce to be almost really 4/5 of the way over from the green from the left to the right. If you can get a different reference then you can do, but that's the percentages I'm looking at. The reason I'm setting up so far to the right is because the wind will push us over towards the pin. Max plus 10, once your target has gone back to the max rest position, then I'm not going to push up here. Instead, I'm going to go with full overpower regardless of what I was stretching into. It's going to be a slowish needle. You have got room for a great either side, but try and hit perfect. But either way, I think you're going to be absolutely fine. We're bouncing nowhere near the rough or the cliff, and the backspin takes us onto the green for an eagle putt. We're playing a no movement target drive here with the APOC and a power 3 ball, and then we're going to add spin. 4.5 top spin, 3 bars right spin, and then it is time to adjust our rings. Because we are at P3 max with APOC 5 and above, after we've adjusted, if you've got APOC level 4, you will need to push up 6 yards after you adjust. But unless you have APOC 4, of course, you don't need to worry about that. APOC 5 and above leaves it where it is. And then you're going to hit your drive. Perfect ball, centre the ball, no curl, no overpower. Just focus on hitting perfect, and then you're going to need to note down your drive yardage for our second shot. You get a nice roll down the fairway, not threatening the rough at all on any side, and we're driving to 391. Second shot, playing with the Goliath here in case we get a short drive, and we're going to add 4.5 top spin and 1 right spin. I would like you to tweak the aim on this shot based on the amount that I miss by. You can see I'm positioning here with the ball guide just missing the left edge of the cup and going slightly long, but like I said, we need to adjust that one ever so slightly based on the miss in the video. Drive distance of 391, I'm playing this one 58% slider, minus 5 elevation, because this one plays uphill, of course, because we're not having much of a second bounce to deal with. And I'm pulling this one over the bullseye. For every yard difference on your drive, it's 2% slider difference. So if your drive was 390, you'd play it at 60% slider as you'd be further away. Perfect ball here. We catch the rough really nicely, but just need to modify the aim ever so slightly as we are missing this one on the left hand side. Tricky par 3, and we've got to play with curl here unless you've got a side spin 4 ball. I'm looking at the red ring touching the bunker on the left, and then the white ring will have a small gap between it and the rough on the right. 1.5 top spin, 3 left spin. There you can see the third bounce in the middle of that light green square column once you've added your spin. So you've got 3 reference points there, red ring touching the bunker, small gap between the white ring and the rough, and then the third bounce in the lighter green square column with spin added. Mid plus 15, power 3 numbers, sniper 10 numbers as well, please, in your app. And then here I find outer wall curl to the left, and then I add on 6 clicks of curl to the left as well. So a click is every time you see that ball move 1 pixel to the side. So outer wall plus 6 clicks of left curl. It is difficult to measure and it will need wind angle tweaks, but here you can see a reference drop very nicely in for the hole-in-one. On the drive here, setting up with the quarterback, white ring touching the rough on the left at P3 max distance. Then we switch to our APOC and sniper bag. 5.8 top spin, 3 bars right spin. Adjustment is max plus 10 power 3. Unfortunately, the trees or the bushes are going to be in the way in certain wind angles here. Rather than battle as I did in this video example, I would advise you instead to turn the camera around and push rings to adjust. It is absolutely fine to do so. Unfortunately though, when I tried that, I wasn't recording my screen, so you've got a rather weird adjustment with the trees in the way. Full overpower, slow needle, a ball and a half of curl to the right, and then hit perfect. If you find yourself short on the drive, and also if you're using a sniper 9, you might want to push up half a ring or 1 ring after you've adjusted, just to gain some more yards, because we are on the cusp here of being at max distance with a lower level sniper. 373 is the shortest I would like to be, really, and we're going to add spin first on the second shot. It might vary depending on your drive, but here I'm going with 1 back spin and 1 right spin. As you can see though, I'm very close to max distance with sniper 10. This is all about getting the offset correct here. I missed this one, but it is a close miss and it is definitely tweakable. For the second shot here, I'm playing max distance 0 elevation regardless of where I am, because I'm so close to max distance in the end. I think max plus 0 is fine, but you could scale it back and use the slider if you've got a longer drive and dial in yourself with a token or 2. Centre the ball, hit perfect. You want to avoid a glitch roll here, so just be careful of that. Bouncing over the fringe, just a little bit short, so nudging up the landing position should have a chance. If you're enjoying the free content here on the channel and want to support that and help keep it free, we've launched a brand new patreon.com homepage. There is the link. There are lots of perks if you want to become a member over there. All support of the channel is massively appreciated, and it will help, of course, to continue to provide the Golf Clash content here for you. So please go and check that out over at patreon.com/BK Golf Clash. Right, we've got a nasty headwind angle here, but still a very good chance. With APOC 5 and 6, red ring touching the rough on the left at plus 0. Add spin. We're going with 5.8 top spin, 3 left spin. APOC 4 will be at the top of plus 6 and will have 20% of the red ring overlapping the rough. And then we're going to adjust max distance, 10% elevation. APOC 4 will be taking you into overpower here. So with APOC 5 as a base overpower, I'm going circle drop overpower. 2 balls of curl to the left. APOC 4, you'll need to do circle drop overpower plus whatever you adjust into, and maybe even with APOC 5 in high wind or in more headwind angle, you might need to add on some overpower as well. But you want here a drive distance of around 355 yards. We're using the Goliath so that we're not in between clubs and that we've got enough topspin to reach regardless of club level. 4 topspin, 3 right spin, and I'm setting up here with the ball guide. You can see they're going around 2 green squares through the hole. Then we're using drive distance plus 5% elevation. For a drive of 354 yards, I'm playing this one, or rather I would like you to play it, 68% slider, 5 elevation. That is a tweak based on the video. Pulling over the bullseye, 2% per yard. 355 would be 66% slider and so on, because you would be nearer. So make sure you're ready to work out any different drive yardage yourself. Perfect ball away. We just sneak this one in. With the tweak I've given you, you should be right at the pin for a lovely albatross. Thanks very much for watching this video here on the channel. If it has helped you in any way, please consider sharing it amongst your friends and clanmates in the game. Join us also on Facebook. Head over there, search for BK Golf Clash and join our free group. Loads of members there sharing shots. Free guides are posted, as well as loads of other great Golf Clash resources. So check us out there. You can join in the discussion and also leave feedback on the game in general. Finally, if you wish to help support the channel and keep the content free for everybody, please consider becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the video description down below. Good luck, see you soon, bye for now.